Evet, kahvaltı yapalı yaklaşık 5 saat oldu. Üstüne inanılmaz bir burger yedik abi.
Evet.
Neydi o peki, nasıldı?
Evet. Şu kalınlıkta, 2 parmak kalınlığında maşallah.
Bir günlük doyurdu. Bir daha göstersene abi. Ne kadar?
Zorlandık.
Gayet zorlanarak yedik, evet. Nefes ala ala yedik. Ama hakkını verdik. Şimdi çocukluk hayalini gerçekleştiriyorum. Universal Studio'dayız. Burada bir sürü filmin stüdyosu var. Bu stüdyolara hazırlanmış özel roller coaster'lar vesaire, su parkları vesaire, cartlar curtlar, her şey var. Artık heyecandan konuşamıyorum. Birçok yer var. Hepsini gezeceğiz. Her şeyi çekeceğim ve sizlerle paylaşacağım. Bence E3'ün oyun kısmından daha eğlenceli kısmı bu çocukluk hayalini gerçekleştiriyor oluşum. Bakalım neler olacak. Universal Studios'a hepiniz hoş geldiniz. Arkadaşlar, Universal Studios Harry Potter dükkanına hoş geldiniz. Allah'ım biri beni tutsun ya. Biri beni tutsun. Guys, Nimbus 2001. Whoa!
Hele gazeteci bunu çek ha.
Oş! O neymiş öyle ya? Evet, şimdi bu adamlarla birlikte stüdyo turu yapacağız. Hangi filmleri göreceğiz tahmini?
Arkadaşlar, Universal Studios 1 saat geziyoruz. Yani bu eski Wolfman'lerden, Frankenstein'lerden tut Gladiatör'üne, Jurassic Park'ına, Harry Potter'ına falan bir sürü set gezeceğiz herhalde.
Kadıköy Avcılar mesafesinde mükemmel şeyler göreceğiz yani.
Evet evet.
Kadıköy Avcılar mesafesinde.
İstanbul'a sadece 18 saat uzaklıkta bir yaşam merkezi.
Fast and Furious'lar, Harry Potter'lar, Back to Future'lar vesaire bir sürü filmin setini gezeceğiz şimdi.
Panda terli, panda yorgun. Susadım ya.
Susadım çeşmeye.
Kardeşim medeniyet diyorlar, suyu $6'dan satıyorlar. Bir şey demiyorum.
İçemiyoruz ben.
Protesto ediyorum.
Yazık çünkü.
$6 kaç var?
Çeşme olsam ağzımı da yiyeceğim. 36 lira. Su. Bir su Universal Studio'da 36 lira. Filmlerin parasının nereden çıktığı belli oldu. Yani kolayı molayı soramadık da. Yetmedi gücümüz.
Is with us. Our driver's name is Julie. Can we all say hi, Julie? Julie is the best in the biz, and she will be taking care of us. In just a few moments, we will be heading into Southern California's largest. Again in about 12 hours. No, 40 minutes is the length of our tour this evening, and we're gonna have a good time. Now, before we get going any further, I have one week 24/7 to assist you and be the first responders to any emergencies we might have here on the lot. So while you're in the park today, you are all in very good hands. Universal was founded in 1912 by a man on the line, Houston, we have a problem. Well, this is Houston, right over here on our left-hand side. The reason it's set right now, we're not going through it because, as I mentioned, we are an incredibly, my favorite NBC comedy, The Good Place. And then here, again, on our right-hand side, these are the buildings that are made to look like Parliament in Marvel's Agent Carter, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And a little bit of Hollywood movie magic, kind of primitive Hollywood movie magic, is here on our left-hand side. This big mural right here, this is called a trompe-l'oeil. And what that means is, in French, to fool the eye. So, this will appear in the background of a lot of shots here in our Metro sets. And the camera usually pans over it so fast that our eye just sees it as another building, not as a big painted mural, because it's amidst all these other real-looking buildings, though these buildings aren't even real. These, on our right-hand side, they're what we call shells. So
on real life and sweep you up in an adventure. Con literally does that. I mean, you're on board the ship, you're sailing to a lost island, you're encountering monsters and creatures from, you know, prehistoric times. So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Skull Island, and it's great to have you along for the ride. Now, we have created this 3D immersive experience, so you're going to have your glasses ready. Don't put them on yet, but just have them in your hand because we're about to return to Skull Island.
He's right, we are about to return to Skull Island. Before we do though, folks, I want to ask you to please stay seated, keep those arms and legs inside the vehicle, and while we're in here, please do avoid the use of flash photography. Alright folks, it looks like we're headed in.
The island. It has lived here for hundreds of years. It was so true.
Aynen. Yemeğe kralı var yemeği.
Ben daha bir şey görmedim.
Everybody, we're back at Skull Island.
Oh, whoa. Oh man, the Anam! Islandı! Abi ıslatın. Daha çok hadi ne vuruyorsun? Örümceği çek. Abi ne vuruyorsun? Neler oluyor? Çek şunu. Abi örümceğin Allah belasını versin. Uzak tutun ben de. Of.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for King Kong 360 3D.
Abi bu nedir ya? Helal olsun ya.
How we doing, car one? We doing all right? All right.
James abi mi? James'im bitireceksin abinin eline ayağına sağlık ya.
How you guys doing with car 2? All right. What about car 3? Worse than car 2. What about car 4? Pretty good. I still Part 2. All right, that epic battle we just witnessed was brought to life by Peter Jackson in collaboration with his own real-life Ferrari engine. And 4 vehicles from the Back to the Future franchise, directed by Robert Zemeckis. 3 more from the live-action Flintstones, some of our more eco-friendly models. Several more from our Fast and Furious franchise. And then there's the gyrosphere from Jurassic World. You might be wondering where the glass is. Well, the glass is digitally added in post-production. So that's what the gyrosphere looks like when they're filming. And then 3 of our more militaristic vehicles from Michael Bay's Transformers. That last vehicle right there in the lineup, that's a Bradley fighting vehicle that's actually made completely out of wood, out of plywood and steel bolts. Makes it a lot easier to transform from set to set. It's a lot less expensive, and a lot of the times these militaristic vehicles get destroyed in these movies, so it's a lot more cost effective to use. Excellent transitions into where we are headed next.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Thank you, John Hammond. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the world of Jurassic Park. Left-hand side is the mobile lab unit used in the Lost World Jurassic Park, starring Jeff Goldblum and Julianne Moore. And every vehicle you see around us was used in the Jurassic Park franchise. And we got some visitors here in Car 1. Car 2, I'd watch those cameras if I were you. Car 3, I'm not going to warn you because you didn't cheer coming out of Kong. I'm petty. And Car 4, watch out, those are all Velociraptors. Now here's how to use that mobile lab unit in the Lost World. Manufacture in Hollywood because we can't always count on it to do what we want. So, 2 double-decker soundstage. So this first floor is supposed to be an underground BART system like you would see in San Francisco. The top floor is the exterior streets of San Francisco at night. So this is kind of just like a chunk of San Francisco right here. Pretty fun. Please do stay seated though while we're in here. Keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle. There is a production filming, as you see on our left-hand side. We got some film equipment. We have craft services over there. We don't want to disrupt anything they got going on since they are gracious enough to let us be in here. So just stay seated. We'll take some pictures. Sorry, folks, with California tremor. We get this. Okay. All right. This might be the big one, so stay seated. Keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle and hold on to somebody you love. Watch out, Part 3! Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa. To it. Oh no! Lan! Oğlum zaten ne oluyor? Lan gerçekten mi? Hasta bak. İyi sen ne olur biz de yaptık kardeşim. Alright, congratulations everybody, you all just survived earthquake, the big one, give it up for yourself! That was a simulation of an 8.3 earthquake on the Richter scale. The same effect was used at the beginning of an episode of Bone, starring David Boreanaz and Ingrid for a very specific type of action, and it's a pretty iconic action in the history of Hollywood, the barroom brawl. We're all familiar. This street, actually, it's on the left-hand side of Car 3. You get a really good look. That's Denver Street right there. But this barn right here, this is also part of Denver Street. Here's how Denver Street was used primarily.
Yeah. Mark Wahlberg? Me? Who else looks like Mark Wahlberg? Your girl? Mark Wahlberg's like 150 pounds. I'm 250 lean. I look like Mark Wahlberg ate Mark Wahlberg.
All right, there we go. So, Universal Comedy, we did it wonderfully in the 20th century, and now Kevin Hart, The Rock, we're bringing it back in the 21st century on the lot. The Quantum Leap, and of course, Beethoven's Fifth. And then over here on our, we can look at the checkmates for a second longer. And then on our left-hand side, this is Colonial Street. We're not headed down Colonial Street today because, once again, there is a production filming at the very end of that street. The Burbs, starring Tom Hanks and Carrie Fisher, filmed back there. Also, Desperate Housewives filmed on that street for 8 seasons, turned it into Wisteria Lane. And if you look at your screens, you'll see that Colonial Street kind of just looks like its own suburban neighborhood. It doesn't look like it's on a movie studio. It's just its own neighborhood. Sometimes productions need a set that is that specific, that is that tailor-made tower, starring Jim Carrey as the Grinch himself. This was a massive production on our lot. It used 11 of our sound stages, used enough snow to cover 9 football fields, and the construction of the film required 2 million linear square feet of styrofoam. So it was not an easy or small task, but we got it done. And there's Jim Carrey, looking killer as the Grinch. Right next door, the Who's had to put up with a lot more than just the Grinch. They had to put up with Norman Bates here at the Bates Motel. Now, something interesting about Psycho. After the filming of Psycho had wrapped, Alfred Hitchcock had to then send the footage into the censors to get it approved for American cinema. And the censors had a big problem with one scene in particular. That scene right there on your screens, the infamous shower scene. They thought it was too inappropriate to be shown in American cinemas, so they sent it back to Alfred Hitchcock, asked him to re-edit it, and this is the infamous Psycho house. Mama Bates is up there somewhere, so we're gonna skedaddle. And then right behind the Psycho house is the spectacular plane crash set used in Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds, starring Tom Cruise and Dakota Fanning. This is a real Boeing 747 the production team picked up from an airplane graveyard. It's a 100 series. It was built sometime in the 1970s. Here is production designer Rick Carter and director Steven Spielberg to talk to us a little bit about this set and this production.
The airplane crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around the vision of Steve.
You forget to sit down and talk about the War of the World. I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. I keep eyes on me. Listen, now listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Just down closed. Robbie, get in. Get in.
Now this plane cost production $60,000 just for the plane, and then cost production $200,000 to ship to Southern California. So all in all, this plane cost production $260,000 and only had about 8 minutes of screen time. So it just goes to show you how serious Steven Spielberg is about fulfilling and accomplishing his vision. Even that shot right there, I think it's incredible to see what we can seamlessly create here in Hollywood now. The entire Hudson River, all of those boats are digitally created too, and the New York City skyline. And it looks just like they actually shot it in the Hudson River. So it's pretty amazing to see how far we've come in the past 10 to 15 years here in Hollywood. Now, folks, it looks like we are headed into Sullivan's Truck Repair. What that means is we are headed into a major motion picture franchise. Welcome, everybody, to the Fast and Furious movies. The plot of today's film is that we are being chased by Agent Owen Shaw. He's after us because we have a witness aboard our tram who has witnessed one of his more heinous crimes. So we have to wait out here for just a moment while we await further instruction. So please do remain seated, keep those arms and legs inside the vehicle, and please avoid using flash photography while we are in here. I am getting word right now that they are trying to patch through to us, and they are almost through. They're through. but it looks like we are headed into a party, so sit tight.
FBI, don't move. Damn. That's right, party's over. You know how long I took to iron this shirt, man? I'm like... You're under arrest right now. Hey, just back up a little bit. Got it. It's like that. First of all, I don't work for you. Oh, really? Well, tell me, Roman, who do you work for? We don't work for nobody. Let's just clear out of here, otherwise we can't guarantee your safety.
Guarantee my safety? I'm the one holding the gun.
Yeah, but mine's a whole lot bigger than yours.
Escort this novice out.
Let's go, Cookie Puss.
Got an ugly suit on, man. It's cheap.
Somebody out there really pissed off Shaw. It's gonna get ugly fast.
Yeah, don't worry. Lucky for you, our whole family will protect you.
Are you kidding me, Roman? You didn't shut off your phone, bro?
I gotta call you back. I'm in another side.
See what I'm talking about?
Call you back.
Man.
It was on vibrate. Shell traced us. Ops can't hold him forever. Buddy, Roman, we're up. Driver, move that vehicle. It's about to get real interesting. My Mona Lisa's all warmed up right next door.
Roman, grab your truck. I need you and Letty ready to roll.
All right, folks, it looks like we are headed into a parking garage. Please stay seated. Keep his arms and legs inside the vehicle. I have a feeling now would be a great time to put on those protective 3D glasses.
Protective. Esiyor.
Esiyor Allah'ım çok şükür.
Kardeşim hasta oyunu. Ha?
Ne lan?
Hasta oyunu. Bak.
Savaş mı?
Which one of you is the witness? Speak now or you all get fried!
This is our turn. Okay, guys, it's showtime. Come to the left. Let's see they're moving fast enough. Roman, Letty, hook them up.
Witness is mine, Letty!
How about you eat asphalt?
Don't think you're getting away! Call it out!
Way to go, Letty. I'm on another missile shot. Not gonna happen. Don't worry, I got this. Roman, don't shoot. Head on the bridge. Under the traction. Hit the nitrous. Ride and die.
Ladies and gentlemen, Fast and Furious Supercharged. Give it up for Dominus Crew.
Protect the witness and you can resume breathing.
You know it's crazy out there. Dead red hard. Respect.
My Mona Lisa got messed up a little bit, but it's all good. We got through it. Y'all held us down. Appreciate it.
They say the bigger the family, the stronger it is. You gotta give it up. And you're welcome to join our crew anytime.
Oh, it's very nice of Dom to welcome us all into the family like that. And now, folks, I am sad to say we are now nearing the end of our tour. But before we get off, I want to let you all in on a little insider tip. Download the Universal Studios Hollywood app. It keeps you up to the minute on show times, wait times, and when the park closes, which is a to enjoy the park. It'll also let you know when to catch any shows we might have here. So if you come back, it would be a great idea to download the app. If you do come back later this summer. We have our new ride, Jurassic World. The ride opened up, and our new attraction, Secret Life of Pets attraction, coming soon this summer. So visit us again. You won't regret it. Also, this summer, actually out in theaters right now, Secret Life of Pets 2. Go see it. Very funny, very cute. Folks, right now, let's give it up for our...
Hadi go. Abi burası adam başı 150'den. İyi abi. İyi abi. Aa, Olivenders var lan.
Asa dükkanına girişte sıra var bayağı.
İçeriden asa alıyordur müdür.
Kemikten çekiyor ya. Batırgen'in arabası var bak.
Ha.
Gideceğimiz yerleri görüyoruz.
Harbi olur bir olur nasıl olur böyle ana alın.
Ja, 8 minutter, ikke vet jeg.
Yeah, we're only separating bags and no bags here, guys. We have bags. We're on the right-hand side. If not, on the left. We have bags, backpacks.
Bunlar aitmiş abiler. Bunlar aitmiş. Dışarıda bekleme süresi yazıyordu da bakmadım. Olmadı bir bakarız çıkarız yani. Ne bileyim.
Okulun içinde mi geziyorsun?
Çok hiç araştırmadım. Bazı araştırmıyorum.
Kim abi bu?
Oldu'dan Oldu'nun abisi.
Serin. Okul puanları.
Bak burada salavat siliterim.
Abi buradan Aldus Ağam'a çıkıyoruz. Şunun.
Burada Aldus Ağam'ın kuşu bıcırık.
Bıcırık.
Swoopstick.
Perfect for slithering then.
Ya bir şey söyleyeyim mi? Adamların raylarındaki hiçbir teknik yok.
During your visit, you may encounter all kinds of things not common to your own world. Ghosts, house elves, giants, and as of this morning, a dragon. But I sense a little apprehension in the room. Perhaps you fear...
Still very seldom history.
That's a added bonus. You can enter the classroom through the back. Anyway, we thought you might rather watch a game of Quidditch than listen to pins, but we'll have to sneak you out of the classroom and down to the pitch, and we reckon the best way of doing that is to follow you there.
All you have to do is follow me through the requirement, and I'll manage it from there. Of course, we'll need a bit of magic. A charm I learned from a world-class Quidditch player.
Mine is famous for a charm. Right?
Yes. Resurgix Procachet.
She's probably do that.
Oh, match! If I weren't so busy, I'd ask some of you to carry my picture down to the stands. My house never stopped talking about Peter's Quidditch skills. I'd really rather see for myself. Come on. Daddy.
Gryffindor oda kapısını tutuyor.
Gryffindor!
Arkadaşlar şu an görmüyorsunuz ama bindik. Vallahi rollerlı coasterlı şu an. Harry Potter coaster. Yeşile doğru gidiyoruz lan.
Ne olur here?
Allah korusun ya Rabbim ya.
Ne oluyor lan? Arkamızdan ne oluyor lan?
Aa gidiyoruz. Allah! Ben seni tutuyorum.
Ay! Ne diyorsun dayı? Hadi! Yarabbim ya! Allah! Allah! Allah! Hoş!
Allah! No, üstümüzde! Hayır! Örümcek olmaz! Hayır! Örümcek ol.
Örümcek.
Vurdu var. Lan bu ilacı nasıl geldi? Allah! Mahvoy, köpek mahvoy. Ananı avradını. Expecto patronum lan. Expecto patronum. Ana. Allah. Aa yılan geliyor. Yılan geliyor. Expecto patronum. Yürü lan adamsın. Kral çocuk. Oy. Hızlı gönder, hızlı git. Kırılsınız lan!
Adamsın gözlük!
Ağam Dumbledore ağam! Nasıldı?
Vallahi Allah sevdiğine,
Universal Studios.
Allah sahibine başlasın, güzel mekan yapmışlar.
Arkadaşlar Keanu Reeves'le beraber Universal Stüdyoları gezdik. Cyberpunk ekibi gezdirdi bizi sağ olsunlar. Bakınız arkamızda Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk şatosunu göster abi.
Abi hemen.
Bakınız Cyberpunk şatosu arkamızda sevgili arkadaşlar. Hipogrifi olsun, büyücüsü olsun, ruh emikleyeni olsun,
Kenusu olsun,
cimciftisi olsun, hepsi burada. Keanu Reeves abimiz sağ olsun, çok güzel gezdik. Bak sesler de hafif benim gitti çünkü örümcek atladı suratımıza, ben biraz korktum.
Basiliklerle savaştık.
Şerefsizlik yaptı. Örümceklerin arda gelmesi beni çok kırdılar. O konuda yani şeyim var.
Ama günümüz pinti tatmin mi hocam? Günümüz pinti tatmin. Çok iyiydi ya. Vallahi çok keyifliydi. İmkanı olan, dediğim gibi bir kere gelinmesi gereken bir yer.
Yalnız
imkan varsa
kendi suyunuzu getirin.
şu Ollivander'sa da gidelim, evet, sıra yoksa.
Sıra yoksa gir.
Aynen.
Yok,
hadi.
var.
Var mı?
Var abi.
Bir kişilik mi?
Bilmem ki bak.
Şurada sıra var, anladım. Vallahi güzeldi ya. Universal Studios.
Var bayağı sıra ha.
Buraya girmeden yedik içtik, orada doğrusunu yaptık. Bol susadık, güzel eğlendik. Artık günü tamamlamadan.
Suyla gelin. Arkadaşlar
Suyla
buraya
gelin.
suyla
Evet.
gelin.
Suyla gelin. Çok pahalı. İnsanlar böyle çeşmelere ağzını dayamak zorunda kalıyor ama
biz dayadığımızdan değil ama insanlar yapıyor yani.
evet. Güzeldi. Vallahi Universal Studios'a da gelmedik demeyiz. Seneye E3'te bir başka stüdyo macerasıyla görüşmek üzere. Bu kadar. Tut bakayım kardeşim. 3 kişi buna girelim diyorum. Ne diyorsun? Bu gece yeriz biz bunu.